Hi everyone, I'm a bit bleary-eyed today because got home at midnight from Soccer Aid for UNICEF at Old Trafford in Manchester. Wouldn't usually go to this, but my son said, "Can we go on?" We went, "Alright then, yeah, it'll be a laugh." I'm going to split this into two because part of the day was definitely not a laugh and the actual football was entertaining enough. Now, this is not a serious football game. England versus Soccer Aid World 11. When I was a kid, they used to have pro celebrity golf on TV with Bruce Forsyth, Jimmy Tarbuck, and Ronnie Corbett. This is akin to that as a sporting occasion. They raised £15 million for UNICEF last night, so fair enough, fair enough. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the match later on. I've been to about 1,000 football matches, and this is the first time I've been to a match where Blackburn Rovers aren't playing. So I've been to matches all across the UK. I've been to Old Trafford before, but as an away fan, where you just get shepherded from the coach onto the ground. So this is my first time, basically as a home supporter at Old Trafford. Apart from I went to a rugby league match once, and I also went to see Genesis there years ago. So in recent memory, this is the first time I've been for a few years. The organisation was appalling outside the ground. I don't know if it's Sir Jim cutting costs, but any United fans watching, what's your match day experience? Is it chaos like yesterday? So we got there, got through an outer security perimeter. They were checking bags for food and things that you could buy in the stadium perimeter. We queued up half an hour for the programme. Only to be told, it's not this queue, it's that queue if you've pre-ordered. So we had to queue up again. So it was probably nearly an hour to queue up for the programme. Just all it needed was a bit of paper saying pre-orders, that one. And there's no stewards at all around. It was just a free for all. So there's a fan zone which you couldn't see because they boarded it off. So right, the queues. So we kind of found the edge of the queue, and there's no barriers and there's no staff. So you kind of informally snake your way around. So we waited an hour in that. And then people start going out. It's like, well, looks like the fan zone's over. Let's queue up to get in the ground. Now, outside the stadium, on what looked like Manchester United premises, there were all sorts of vendors selling hats, cats, cap badges, a scarf. The old half and half scarf sellers. Also, they were selling vuvuzelas and horns, which were incredibly annoying. It must have been somebody blew one right in my ear. So we actually said, come on, let's get in the queue for the ground. So we're queuing, and it's underground where you queue up to get into Sir Alex Ferguson stand. And it was really annoying. I know that kids having fun, but it was annoying in an enclosed space. They were late opening the turnstile, so everybody by this stage is getting a little bit just. Then they said, you're not allowed to take horns on. So the horns they'd sold 100 yards that way, you couldn't take on the ground. And you just go, well, it was just so badly organised. There was hardly any stewards. They had some kind of metal detector. I had a phone battery and a metal sunglasses case in my pockets. My wife had a can of pop on her. This metal detector did not pick it up, so not a very good metal detector. So once we got in the seats, it was all right. We all have these on the back of our seats. And they said, when the players come out, hold these up. So when the players come out, we held them up. You're struggling to see anything from behind it. I watched it when I got home on TV, and I couldn't quite make out what it spelt out. So an absolute waste of time. The match itself, I hadn't a clue who most of the celebrities were. Dermot Kennedy, Richard Gadd, Billy Wingrove, Noah Beck, Big Zoo, Asim Chowdhury, Gorka Mortez, Maisie Adam, Tom Grennan, Sam Tom. I have no idea who these people are. The only people are Paddy McGuinness, Sir Mo Farah, Bear Grylls, I don't remember him coming on. Denise Lewis, Sam Quek I've heard of. Roman Kemp, unfortunately, I've seen him on TV. Who else? Brian Abana, rugby player. Tony Bellew, you can't miss him. So yeah. He's probably my age. As for the footballers, good old Wayne Rooney, giving it his best. Scored a couple of classic Wazza goals. Went off at half time, I don't blame him. The mood changed at half time when ex-Manchester United player who went to Manchester City, Carlos Tevez, come on and scored 4 goals, and each one went like that. The United fans, which I thought was funny. There were some United fans who thought this was extremely disturbing. I think you're at Soccer Aid, just calm down. Somewhere down there in the stand, like the fight had broken out. If it's Soccer Aid, don't go fighting at football matches anyway on the ground, but it's Soccer Aid. Heaven's sake. There was lots of interchangeable subs. The squad lists were pretty big. England: Joe Hart, Gary Neville, Phil Jagielka, Jack Wilshere, Michael Carrick, Aaron Lennon. Player manager Wayne Rooney, Jermaine Defoe, Jill Scott, Steph Houghton, Tony Duggan. This is the only FA sanctioned mixed gender match, by the way. Excuse me. World 11. Edwin van der Sar, Nemanja Vidic, Leonardo Bonucci, John O'Shea, Harry Kewell, Kyle Tevez, David Trezeguet, can't kick a ball anymore, Kaylin Kyle, Nadia Nadim, and Kira Hamauri. Never heard of. So, management, England, Robbie Williams, Tyson Fury, who dropped the F-bomb leaving the dressing room before, Aaron Knapp, Vicky McClure, and David James. World 11, Peter Schmeichel, Martin Compson, Robbie Keane, and Daniel Bachman. Robbie Keane got announced by the stadium announcer as Roy Keane, and all the United fans went, "Hey, Roy Keane," and it wasn't. It was just chaos. Lots of interchangeable subs, but we were in really good seats. And the scoreboards didn't put the subs on. So it's like, I never knew he was on. I never knew she was on. It was just chaos. They had a big video screen that they just didn't seem to use. They put him, the interviewing people, put the picture on the screen. Substitutes, put it on the screen. So I don't know if it was another example of Sir Jim's cost cutting, or it was just, I don't know, badly organised. Look, it was a fun event. £15 million for UNICEF, so it did the job. Would I go again? I don't know. I really don't know. As the organisation was outside the ground, it was appalling. These things got thrown as paper aeroplanes, which caused probably when one went on the pitch in the first half, that probably the highlight of the first half. A big cheer went up, along with the Mexican wave. That was the standard of the football, and I didn't expect anything else. It is a charity kick around this, and it raised a lot of money, so job done. Just the organisation Old Trafford leaves a lot to be desired. Whether United were managing this event, whether it's done by a third party outside, I don't know, but it was an utter shambles. Getting away from the ground, we were parked at the Lowry Theatre, a multi-story. It took about 20 minutes to go for the multi-story, and we were home for midnight in Merseyside. So it wasn't too bad getting, in hindsight, it wasn't too bad getting off. But getting back to the Lowry, you cross over a tram line, and it goes round to 2 metre wide gaps. So everybody's stuck on the tram line. Somebody shouts, "There's a tram coming!" So there's an "oh my!" So people started panicking with kids, and it's just so badly organised. Even getting away from the ground, the infrastructure to get 70,000 people away doesn't seem there at Old Trafford. No wonder they're looking to move to next door and have a big tent over a huge fan zone, because at the moment, once you get on the ground, Old Trafford is impressive. It's massive. It's massive when you get on the ground, but outside of it, the public realm isn't that big. You're constricted by industrial estate, railway line, canal, so it is quite hemmed in. And where the new ground will be, I don't know. But Old Trafford is when you get on, you can't deny it. It's massive. It's really small when you sat there. Football. We had a laugh. It was funny, the football. Big chew and Big Zoo, whoever he is. Big lad scored at the end. I believe Arsenal after him as a striker now. So all good fun. Raised a lot of money for charity, but the organisation outside of Old Trafford was appalling. Well, there wasn't any organisation. For the fans on, there were 2 stewards on who were just at the gate. The rest is nobody. And all these unofficial hawkers trying to sell you stuff that you couldn't take on the ground, I thought was appalling. I don't know what United are playing at. For one, letting unauthorised merchandise be sold on the premises, and 2, selling stuff to kids that you can't take on the ground. Yeah. I didn't buy one for my son because I ain't having in my ear. and there might be one in the house. So there you go, Soccer Aid. It was good fun when you got on the ground. You know, it is good fun. Don't let it put you off. But when you go to Old Trafford, just, I don't know. Any United fans, is it like that on a match day? Please let me know. Is it far more stewards around? Just didn't seem anybody around outside the gates. And it's all right for United fans. They know where they're going, but you've got 70,000 people. Probably most of them haven't been to the stadium before. And I don't know, it's just odd, badly organised. So, but there you go. That's Soccer Aid at Old Trafford. We'll go next year. Probably not. Probably watch it on TV. I might go. Don't know. Ticket prices: £180 for 3 tickets. So it's not cheap. It really isn't cheap. So I think I've given my money for a few years. So 2 adults and 1 child, £180, £8 for the programme. The programme. There's a lot of reading in the programme. What's he called? The singer, the pop singer. I can't think of his name now. Lewis Tomlinson. Every time he got the ball, thousands of girls screamed, which was quite. There is Lewis Tomlinson. Was he in a pop band or something? Was it One Direction? I think even I know that. So, Tyson Fury, when he stood next to people, is huge. He's a giant. He really is. It's a pity he didn't come on and terrify everybody. Him and Tony Bellew, whoa, hitting each other. They should have had a bit of an exhibition boxing match in the centre circle. That would have been fun. Anyway, we enjoyed it. Apart from the trials and tribulations at Old Trafford, we did enjoy the actual events once it started. So there you go. Soccer Aid 2025 at Manchester United's Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.